Well, folks, let me say good morning to you. As per your location, I don't know what time it is from where you're watching, but let me say greetings. This is Afric Media, currently on the grounds of the Capitol building in Monrovia, Liberia. Um, it is the time here in Liberia is 9 minutes up to 9 a.m. in Liberia, and it is indeed a pleasure being here. Is indeed a blessing and an opportunity being given to us by God to see another fruitful day, another bright day, and as we exist as a living creature, this is an opportunity that a lot of people have wished to have, but they were unfortunate. It doesn't matter what religion you belong to. Uh, it's just a matter of acknowledging the goodness of God. And I want to use this opportunity to say thanks to God for preserving my life and the life of all of you who are watching this broadcast. We are currently on the grounds of the Capitol building, and today is Thursday, the 12th of December. Another day that we have come to follow here at the Capitol building. Today is day two and the final day for section here at the Capitol building, and we have just arrived, and this is how the atmosphere look like here currently on the grounds of the Capitol building. A lot of information trending, a lot of information trending, which we thought to fill you in as soon as we got here this morning. The struggle for the speakership continues, and the budget hearing also continues. The budget hearing started on Monday, and the first day it began at 9 a.m. at the Capitol building, where various ministries and agencies were invited to form part of the budget hearing within the office of Deputy Speaker Thomas Fallah. Some of the ministries that have been part of the budget hearing include Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the Liberia Revenue Authority, and on yesterday, which was day three, we saw NASCOP in attendance and other guests from different government ministries and agencies have been participating in the budget hearing, and including representatives from different districts within Liberia, dominantly from the majority bloc, as it has been called. My name is Enoch Zuo II, and it's indeed a pleasure being here this morning. We are on the grounds of the Capitol building. Before we go further, just to fill you in on yesterday, a major opposition party, Congress for Democratic Change, that is headed by a former Liberian president, George Monrovia, took a decision on yesterday. Our reporter Clarence Bridge was on the grounds of the coalition, the Congress for Democratic Change party headquarters in Congo Town, where the party reached a decision to expel the deputy speaker, who is one of the longest serving representatives and one of the longest member of that party. They took a decision to have him expelled. Prior to his expulsion, he has been under suspension. All right, he has been under suspension for several months, and on yesterday the decision was reached to have him expelled. Honorable Thomas Fallah. That decision was reached yesterday by members of the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC, and the decision was reached because of the consistent, the consistent of the deputy speaker consistent attachment to the majority bloc that is fighting Honor Funati Kofa, who is also a member of the CDC. This is something that has been going on for several months, and Honor Funati Kofa has been the deputy speaker, and he has been the presiding officer of the majority bloc. He has been presiding over sessions prior to the election of Monrovia County Representative Richard Nangbekun as the speaker. Uh, Thomas Fallah has been presiding as the presiding officer of that body. All of the sessions that were held, he has been the one presiding over it. From the genesis of this entire fight for speakership, he has been the one presiding over session. And then later on, Richard Nangbekun was elected, and he has been presiding over session. But Deputy Speaker Thomas Fallah maintained his position as the Deputy Speaker, and he still shows loyalty to that body of the majority bloc that that has been fighting on a Funati Kufa. It is on this backdrop that the coalition, the Congress for Democratic Change, reached that decision to have an expel, that you cannot be a member of the CDC and you join certain group of people who are fighting another member of the CDC, not for a short period of time, but you have been consistent in showing loyalty and support to this body called Majority Bloc that has been fighting the CDC. So the party reached the decision that a house cannot turn against itself, and if that happens, the decision they took yesterday, they deemed it necessary to take that decision. So, Thomas Fallah has been expelled from the CDC. From on the other side, we are getting information that there is a planned protest. There is a planned protest to be staged by some group of citizens who are disenchanted regarding this entire situation here at the Capitol building. So those of you who have just joined us, we'd like to say thanks to all of you for joining, and we fill you in with information surrounding this speakership position here on the Capitol Hill, the political side and the legal side of it. So we getting information that there is a planned protest by some members of the Congress for Democratic Change. The official date has not been announced as to when this protest is going to be staged, but these are some of the informations that we are receiving so far from the side of the CDC. I also, and since the decision was reached, Thomas Fallah is yet to make comment. Who is the deputy speaker as well? He's yet to make comment as to the decision that was made by the Congress for Democratic Change to have an expel from CDC. It is now just a minute up to 9, and we haven't seen any vehicle belonging to those representatives who should be in session today. We haven't seen their vehicles. By this time, some of them should have been here already. But we interest you to know that we have not seen any of them. You can see here the entire Capitol building. These are the very positions they usually park their vehicle. All we can see here is a legislative service trying to do a cleanup exercise here at the Capitol building. The House of Senate also reached a decision to recognize the majority bloc as a legitimate body. That decision was being made by majority members of the House of Senate to recognize the majority bloc that is headed by Honorable Richard Nangbekun as a legitimate body and to make business with that body. And that means making business with Honorable Kofa. The House of Senate will quit. The House of Senate will quit from making business with Honorable Funati Kofa. A lot happening on the Capitol Hill in Monrovia, Liberia. This is the atmosphere so far. The police have usually they have taken their usual position. This is the entrance that faces the executive mansion. They are deployed there along with securities assigned here. Legislative staffers are pulling in. We hearing a siren sound from distance. So we hope we are posted here to see what today is going to bring. We cannot predict what today is going to bring regarding the activities of the Capitol building, but we're here to fill you in with all of the information as they unfold. We are here to fill you in with all of the information as they unfold on Capitol here. Thanks to all of you. Please leave your comment within the comment section and let us know from where you are also watching us from. When the decision was reached to recognize the majority bloc by members of the House of Senate, there have been a lot of disappointment and dissatisfaction being expressed that the decision by the House of Senate was not something that was to be reached. It's not something that was expected from the House of Senate, and several individuals have been expressing their frustration in the House of Senate. One of such person is Nima County Representative Musa Hassan Bilite, who is also one of the strongest supporters of Honor Fonati Kofa, that the decision the House of Senate took to support or to recognize the majority bloc was not something that the House of Senate that is considered as House of Elders should be taken. Followed by him was Margibi County Senator Honorable Nathaniel McGill, Honorable Nathaniel McGill, who also expressed frustration in that decision that the House of Senate was not to reach such decision. But then the decision was reached based on vote. The 30 senators from the 15 counties voted, and it was that decision was reached based on the majority. A majority of the senators voted in favor of making business with or recognizing the majority bloc as a legitimate body. That it was when that decision was reached. A lot of frustration, a lot of disappointments have been expressed from various representatives, stakeholders, and even Liberians. That the decision was not right, and on the other hand, others believe that the decision is right. But as it stands, we have not received any information from Honor Kofa regarding this situation. And as far as he's concerned, and other representatives who are supporting his speakership, they remain committed to what they describe as upholding the rule of law, ensuring that the Constitution of Liberia is respected. In so doing, the Speaker, the Honorable Fonati Kufa, is not going to resign as Speaker. That's one thing they believe in. And their argument is taking into consideration that it happened in the case of Honorable Buffer Chambers and Honorable Tala. It does not mean that it should happen in the case of Honorable Fonati Kofa. And if it must happen, it should happen in line with the Constitution. It should happen in line with the Constitution, where in 49 representatives should be able to agree that yes, the Speaker or Honorable Fonati Kofa should be removed speaker, and there should be a due process. That is their argument. Now, if on a fanatic Kofa should be removed as speaker, the needful should be done. The right thing should be done as required by the law. Okay, the right thing should be done as required by the law. But we are here to witness the process today. Um, Kindly share this coverage from wherever you're watching, and please click on the like or the follow button below your screen to get notification on our day-to-day coverage. This is Enoch Zuo II, and you're watching Afrique TV, and we are currently on the grounds of the Capitol building. It is peaceful, I can say. It is peaceful. The atmosphere is very peaceful here, but we haven't been able to see representatives trooping in by this time. A bulk of them should have been here by now. It's 7 minutes after 9 a.m. in Liberia. So we're just going to read out some of your comments. And Asatu Jalo said, no fanatic Kofa, no speaker. And she also says, fanatic Kofa remains the speaker. And she said, we are know nothing about the removal of fanatic Kofa. I'm not sure that I mentioned that. Man, Sony Son 6 says years coming out on our ages with no achievement. Um, and Asatu Jalo is watching us from what was our LEC company. Um, my Jebe B son Kamara said, good afternoon to you guys. I join you from United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. So this is the law Brother Boaka talk about. Wow, Liberia finished under Brother Boaka. And I think you should be saying President Joseph Boaka. And this is for the 4 years working in government, and nothing you were able to learn. That's his opinion. William Wulu says Liberian civil rights movement official spokesperson is following from Upward Cover. Thanks to you for joining us. Well, Cyrus B. Joe says good morning. I'm watching from Sesto City, Riverside County. William Johnson is watching, and Vanin Adi and William Johnson and others are watching. Thanks to all of you for joining. The Autry Mabola is following closely from South Africa, South Korea, sorry. Otro Mabolo is watching from South Korea. Thanks. Priscilla Monga has also joined this broadcast. So this is how it is here on Capitol, on the grounds of the Capitol building. These plus many more and some of the informations we cannot have it reported because we have not confirmed it. But a lot of information surrounding um, this speakership, a lot of information, a lot has been happening, and a lot of information is pulling, but we cannot release them until we have them confirmed. All we can say is still posted. Keep following African Media, share the live coverage, and click on the like button or the follow button below your screen to get notification. Whenever we go live, just click on the like or the follow button below your screen. Is this the right decision to be made by CDC? The question. These are some of the questions that have been asked, by Liberians in general. We want to say thanks to all of you. We're going to take a break and rejoin you in a subsequent time to fill you in with other informations as they unfold. And we'd like to say thanks to all of you for always being there and for always joining our day-to-day activity. We like to say thanks for always joining our day-to-day activities from across the length and breadth of Liberia. Africa Media has reporters in several counties, including Grangida County. Our man Juti is there, and Bon County, our man Jacob Kemon is there. In Bombay County, our man Sasa Stephen Akoyed is there. In Cape Mount, Irikane is there. And the rest of the counties, Anima, Lofa, and our man Jin Sumot is there in Vondraman, Lofa County, and the rest of the counties. We're going to take a break and rejoin you in a subsequent time. We stay here on Capitol Hill to follow the process. Thanks to all of you. Let's go for a break. We're going to rejoin you in a subsequent time. This is Africa Media, and my name is Enoch Zuo II.